What if we told you Cobra Kai is out of Karate Kid cameo appearances for Season 6 after 5 seasons of bringing back heroes and antagonists from the films? Would you agree with us? Also, the Karate Kid actor expressed his ideas regarding the series. Would you like to know his thoughts? Then sit tight and watch this video to the end. In today's video, we'll discuss how Cobra Kai is running out of Karate Kids, plus Ralph Macchio's thoughts on the series. First off, part of the Karate Kid has revisited Cobra Kai in a way that most remakes and sequels have not. After 5 seasons, Cobra Kai's supply of Karate Kid cameo appearances has finally run out. As a result, Cobra Kai has reprised the Karate Kid films in a manner that most remakes and spin-offs have failed to do, with well-established protagonists like Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, as well as deep-cut bit parts like the girl that Daniel saved from the storm in the Karate Kid Part 2. Even so, the Cobra Kai creators defined Miyagi-verse only contains 4 films, and after 5 seasons of Cobra Kai, there are few Karate Kid characters left for the show to revisit. In contrast to other well-known franchises, Cobra Kai paid attention to the lesser-known Karate Kid films. Cobra Kai recognized all the movies Ralph Macchio's Daniel LaRusso appeared in and integrated characters and plot lines from all 3 films. However, the Karate Kid Part 2 and the Karate Kid Part 3 were far from equal to the Karate Kid in terms of quality. The main antagonists from the first 3 Karate Kid films have all been used by Cobra Kai, though now Terry Silver and Mike Barnes from Karate Kid 3 have both been brought back. In addition, the original Cobra Kai students from Karate Kid, Kumiko from Karate Kid 2, and Jessica from Karate Kid 3 have all made appearances again in Cobra Kai. Let's see why they might be running out of Karate Kid's cameos. Up next, which characters from the original Karate Kid helped shape Cobra Kai? Few films or television shows have utilized the nostalgia aspect as effectively as Cobra Kai. Despite the prevalence of spin-offs, reboots, and sequels to 80s classics, Cobra Kai showed that it's possible to reassess the original story while also shifting the franchise forward in an era where enterprises like Star Wars and the MCU are ridiculed for relying too heavily on cameos and bringing back characters. Cobra Kai was based on restoring Karate Kid characters and told the tale of what occurred to Johnny Lawrence over 30 years after his fight with Daniel LaRusso in the All Valley. Daniel and Johnny, among the heading back characters, are primarily present to advance the narratives of the younger characters, Sam, Miguel, and Robbie. So, is the only movie Cobra Kai can borrow from is the next Karate Kid? The show still centers on the initial cast, but Cobra Kai has developed into a Karate Kid prequel. For instance, Johnny, Chosen, and Mike Barnes joining forces to fight Terry Silver in the Cobra Kai Season 5 finale was a thrilling crossover that truly only works for Karate Kid movie fans. Although there is yet to be another Daniel LaRusso Karate Kid movie from Cobra Kai to draw inspiration from, it will be challenging to duplicate the sentimentality element from Season 5 of Cobra Kai. The next Karate Kid is a Karate Kid film, however, that Cobra Kai has yet to watch. The next Karate Kid belongs in the Cobra Kai canon because Mr. Miyagi appeared in it. Despite impacting pop culture, the Karate Kid from 2010 is not regarded as a classic in the Cobra Kai universe because Mr. Miyagi is absent from it. Because of this, it's doubtful that Jackie Chan or Jaden Smith will make an appearance in Cobra Kai, although the Sekai Taikai will allow for the formation of foreign dojos. As a result, Cobra Kai's last stop for disturbing Karate Kid cameos is the next Karate Kid, which stars Hilary Swank as Julie Pierce. Julie Pierce may or may not show up in Cobra Kai Season 6. So, are audiences still interested in a new Karate Kid story? The popularity of Cobra Kai demonstrates that fans of the Karate Kid story and the characters presented in the first films are still engaged with the story. There is one significant character the Netflix series didn't feature for New Adventures. However, anyone who has a Netflix subscription nowadays can catch up on what is happening with Daniel LaRusso and the majority of his former foes in the present. Cobra Kai cannot feature Mr. Miyagi in any new scenes, but could a prequel series be produced? Actor Ralph Macchio responded to a question from Cinema Blend with some thoughts on the subject. Up next, let's get to hear actor Ralph Macchio's opinions. Ralph Macchio talked about the publication of his most recent book, Waxing On, The Karate Kid and Me, in which he extensively discusses his relationship with Pat Morita, who played Mr. Miyagi. As a result, he was questioned about the notion of a spin-off that followed Mr. Miyagi and inquired if he would like to see it produced if Cobra Kai led to spin-offs. He responded, "I would love to see that." He went further to say, "I'd like to see that. What is the tale of the adolescent Miyagi? Who was that young person and the guy in his 20s who served in the military during World War II and lost his wife and child? All of which were depicted in the first Karate Kid movie. In the tidbits of Okinawa history, we understood from that guy in Karate Kid Part 2 what his motivation was. What made this man work as a maintenance worker in a modest Reseda apartment complex? It resembles Johnny Lawrence's beginnings from Cobra Kai's first season in some ways. Everything is ready to be there. I would be interested in seeing whatever it is. Do you agree with Ralph? Let us know in the comments section. So, what do Ralph's thoughts imply? There was an intriguing possible connection by Ralph Macchio among both Mr. Miyagi and Johnny Lawrence that ought to serve as the series pitch. Although Mr. Miyagi is well known and praised for being Daniel LaRusso's mentor, Cobra Kai only briefly touches on one aspect of his life. Many fans recall the sensei's humorous teachings, but maybe fewer remember the man who rebuilt his life ever since his wife died in childbirth in a Japanese detention center. When it comes to Mr. Miyagi, there's undoubtedly a tale to be told, but it's still being determined whether anyone will have the opportunity to do so. Pat Morita, who had to go through multiple auditions before landing his now iconic role, had the following to say about the likelihood of a television series happening today. Nothing official has come out of the conversations. However, I'd love to see it, and I know Pat Morita has always wished to delve deeper into how Miyagi did come to be the man we know. Next, what could come out of a Mr. Miyagi prequel? Although a Mr. Miyagi prequel would still not exactly add to the content that Cobra Kai brought to the franchise, it would open up new possibilities for the Miyagi-verse to grow. Even though Season 6 of Cobra Kai has yet to be officially announced, the film series is still in good shape. A Mr. Miyagi prequel seems like an excellent idea for Netflix to undertake, but there are additional characters from the Karate Kid that enthusiasts are yet to see. Ralph Macchio hinted to Cinema Blend that perhaps the Cobra Kai team wouldn't hesitate to approach if a chance arose. However, Hilary Swank is still awaiting the invitation to join the fun. You can watch Cobra Kai Seasons 1 through 5 on Netflix to discover why so many individuals enjoy the new Karate Kid movie. The fact that the films are also accessible on the forum should help anyone who's only seen the shows understand just how amazing Mr. Miyagi was and how he merits his spin-off series. Finally, will Ralph Macchio always be the Karate Kid? In his most recent book, Waxing On, the 1980s icon learns to accept the part that helped Cobra Kai resurrect him. Ralph Macchio's role as Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid catapulted him to enduring fame. Individuals have been telling him where they stood when the 1984 blockbuster film came out or how its comeback story influenced them for decades. But there was a drawback to such universal fame. He tried to abandon the role behind him and advance his movie career, but he just couldn't. The free-spirited but susceptible 22-year-old, whose character in the film discovered the value of balance in life and kung fu, said, occasionally he feels stifled by it. In a narrative titled Waxing On, The Karate Kid and Me, he discusses how the creating of the film affected his life and also how it still does today, nearly 4 decades later. And there you have it. That's all you need to hear about Cobra Kai, running out of Karate Kid cameos, and Ralph Macchio's ideas on the series. We hope you liked this video. Consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel if you did. Also, please turn on your notifications so you get all the fun stuff we inform our viewers. Finally, if you have any more related news about the topic we missed, let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching.